Welcome back to my channel. This is the second part of the video related to Ezra Pound. In the first video, we understood the important works of Ezra Pound, and in this video, we will try to understand how he was associated with Imagism. Imagism and Ezra Pound cannot be understood in different contexts. Ezra Pound ने ही इस मोमेंट को स्टार्ट किया था. This was a moment in early 20th century Anglo-American poetry that favored precision of imagery and clear sharp language. इस तरीके की sharp language को लिखना जिससे कि रीडर के माइंड में एक बहुत ही परफेक्ट क्लियर इमेज बन जाए उन एस्पेक्ट्स की, उन कॉन्सेप्ट्स की जो कि राइटर कहना चाह रहे हैं. The first organized modernist literary movement, we can call it, in the English language. This is an example poetry by Carl Sandburg, poetry named Fog. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. इस पूरे इवेंट को आप लोग easily imagine कर सकते हैं. This is what is the purpose of an Imagist poet. Next one, very short, very crisp Imagist poetry by Ezra Pound itself. The apparition of these faces in the crowd, petals on a wet black book. It seems that seeing all these people's faces pass by in a crowded subway station brings to the mind of the poet the image of the petals on a wet black tree branch. Imagine a crowd and imagine a wet black tree. Let us understand the features of Imagist poetry. It rejected the sentiment and discursiveness typical of romantic and Victorian poetry. इस तरीके की पोएट्री में सिर्फ शार्प इमेजरी को यूज किया जाता था जिससे कि रीडर्स की सेंसेस को इवोक किया जा सके, लेकिन सेंटिमेंट्स बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होते थे. इमेजिज्म पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इन पोएट्रीज को लिखा जाता था. दिस पोएट्री वाज इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट टू कंटेम्परेरी जॉर्जियन पोएट्स. उस टाइम पर जॉर्जियन पोएट्री भी फेमस थी. वी विल डिस्कस Georgian poetry as a different topic. It was in contrast to contemporary Georgian poets. A return to more classical value, directness of presentation. बिल्कुल डायरेक्ट लैंग्वेज को यूज किया जाता था. इकोनॉमी ऑफ लैंग्वेज, जरूरी नहीं है कि बहुत लंबी पोएट्री ही लिखनी है. एंड अ विलिंगनेस टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद नॉन ट्रेडिशनल वर्स फॉर्म. किसी राइम, किसी मीटर को फॉलो करना है या नहीं करना, इट वॉज नॉट अ नेसेसरी थिंग इन इमेजिस्ट पोएट्री. Imagist publication appearing between 1914 and 17, these years, please remember, featured works by many of the most prominent modernist figures in poetry and other fields, including Pound, Ezra Pound, we read about him. HD कहा जाता है शॉर्ट में. Hilda Doolittle, Emmy Lovell, Ford Madox, William Carlos Williams, and F.S. Flint and T.E. Hume. इन सब पोएट्स को हम लोग याद करते हैं whenever we take the name of Imagist poetry. Let us summarize it. Ezra Pound and Imagism. Let us go for the summary of the whole video. Influenced by poetic theory of T.E. Hume and by style of Japanese haiku. Haiku के बारे में अभी हम बात करेंगे. Imagism emerged as a movement spearheaded by Ezra Pound, Hilda Doolittle, Emmy Lovell, and others, revolting against looseness of texture of Georgian poetry. Let us see what is haiku now. Haiku एक traditional level की Japanese poetry है which consists of 3 short lines that do not rhyme. And बहुत ही impressive, बहुत ही explicit language use की जाती है haiku में that leaves the reader with a strong feeling or impression with a very expressive kind of language. Haiku से काफी impressed लगती है Imagism की poetries. In next video, we will go for the important MCQs by Ezra Pound. Please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel and provide your valuable feedback in comments. You may join the online classes to cover all the topics in detail, and you can click the link in description to have a query. Thanks for watching and best of luck for your exams.